I'm Catherine from Catherine Learn Stuff, and welcome to Crafting Unscripted. Hopefully you can see and hear me. I am just going to do my original checks that I always do at the beginning of every video to make sure that I am actually live. So bear with me, and I want to say hi, Barbara. I can see you. Hopefully you can see and hear me. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just going to see if this is actually working, and it seems to be fine. So hopefully you guys can see me as well. And so today, where did it go? I had some stuff. I went shopping the other day, and I've lost it already. Sorry, I went shopping the other day, and which is not a good thing because I like to buy stuff, and I shouldn't. But I ran out of card paper because we made so many cards a few weeks ago, and I've run out. So I needed to get some more like pieces of cards from the dollar store because that's where I get it. I got like the size, and I found this. And this is like a little package of washi tape, and I really like these colors. I don't think they turn out the greatest on camera. Maybe it's just the color of my screen. But I have all of these things, and clearly I need more crafting supplies, right? So today we're going to play with crafting some washi tapes. So how about we get this party started? Okay, so this is what I got, and it's just like a million packages of little washi tape. And if you don't know what washi tape is, whoops, that box is not very strong. Comes like this, and so it's just like little like fancy tape, right? And but it's not very sticky. It's not like super sticky, so it just looks like tape, right? And so today we're going to make some. I have a list of things that we're going to try to do, only because I needed to have like an idea of what we're going to do. But I got this at the dollar store. I think it was like $2 or $3 maybe. And now I have more washi tape because I already have a whole thing behind me here of washi tape, and I don't need more, but I saw this one and I really like the colors. So the first thing that we're going to do, hello Patsy, I think that's how you say your name, welcome. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got a gift. This is a gift. I run out of wrapping paper, so I just wrapped it in white paper, and it turns out really conveniently because now I can use some of my washi tape. So we're just going to maybe get some scissors. Let's get some scissors because that sounds like a good idea. We're just going to like make some lines on the gift with the washi tape. And, okay. I don't know if this is going to look good, but this is the gift that this, oh, that's totally not lined up. Let's maybe try to be like symmetric or something. That looks a little bit better. And so I really like these colors, and this is a girl's gift, so I'm going to kind of do like, try to do this pink sparkly thing here. And so really what you can just do with washi tape is like, it's like a little accent that you can do for everything. And so we're going to put one here. Now if I was better at like thinking about things before I start jumping into them, I could like cut them all fancy, but I'm just going to go with straight lines and make it all straight. So I've got that, and maybe I'll do like a gold stripe here in the middle. Maybe if I can get this to work. So, made a mess. I think that gold might work. Well, we're going to go with it anyways. So we've got, it's not coming off. We're going to do a little gold stripe in the middle. And now we have a fancy gift. Does that look okay? I think this needs some more. Maybe I just like to be silly, but I think this needs a little bit more. I always feel like my ability to color things or color coordinate things is off, and I can never keep it too simple. I always kind of go overboard. So that's the design there. That's what we're going with. So this is a gift. When we're not doing the sides, maybe I'll do a little bit on the sides just to. But we're going to go with this like pink thing on the side, and we're just going to go all the way around. Why not, right? Just to like be fancy. And the girl that's going to have to open this is going to be super annoyed with me because I've just gone crazy with this. So now we've got around the edges as well. So kind of okay. I think it turned out all right. What do you think? Is that an okay gift design? It's going to have a card on it and whatnot as well. But that at least is something. Looks good. Thank you. So I can see it here on my in front of me, and I can see it on my screen in front of me. And on my screen, I don't know if my color is off or what, but hopefully it looks better here like it does in real life than it does online, because I don't think it looks the greatest, but I think it looks pretty nice. So that's the gift, and it's got like a thing around it, and that's the bottom side, And we're done. Maybe I'll do the bottom side as well. No, that's okay. We're done with that for now. So that's one thing. Let me just mark that off on my... I had a list here of things to do, and wrapping paper. There, done. Boom, one is done. So another one that I saw was pretty cute, and we're going to try it. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. This is my keyboard that I use for, like, for my iPad. Wow, that was a brain fart. And so I've seen people, like, do all the letters, and that's like a lot of work and a little bit too crazy for me. But what I'm going to do is I like this little leafy one here, if I can. These are all stuck in here really good. This is a really nice container, but nothing comes out. I'm going to try to put this like leafy one onto this, just my space bar. I use my space bar a lot, and I'm not sure how well this is going to stick, and if I could find the end, this would be even better. I'm not sure how well this is going to stick. So while I'm trying to find the end of this piece of washi tape, let me know in the comments if there... I've got a list of things of what we can do with the washi tape, but if you have a suggestion of something that you would like to see us try, write that in the comments, and then we can see if we can try that out. All right, this is not as easy as it looks because I can't find the ends or the edges, and I can't center it properly either, so things are just not working out here. We're gonna snip here. There, I got a fancy keyboard button. And maybe we'll do the enter button as well. No, that's too small. Gotta use a different color for that one. So we're just not going to do the enter button. So we're going to leave this, and maybe next week I'll let you know how long this lasted, because I don't have high hopes that this is going to last very long. But there is something else that you can do with washi tape just to add a little bit of sparkle and pizzazz. Yes, I've done my keyboard just on the bottom. Yeah, so we'll see if this lasts or not. So the keyboard's turned off right now, so nothing's changed. My screens aren't changing. But this is what we're going to try next. So that's we'll see if this lasts. I use my keyboard a lot, so we'll see if that lasts. So that's number 2. Number 3 on my list here, we're going to start to like go through a million of these, and we're not going totally in order on my list. I have these little like notebooks, and I use these a lot actually. I use them in like what are they called? My fanny pack, because I have a purse which I carry all of my stuff when I'm going to my purse stuff. But I've got these little books, and like the color is cute, but it's kind of like plain Jane boring. And I've got lots of these kind of books. And so what I'm going to do, let's find some colors here that might work. I might need to pull out my other supplies, but I want to use, maybe I'll use this one and this one. I'm going to do maybe these two. I really like sparkly. I don't know why, what's up with me and sparkly, but I like sparkly. Let's try these 3 colors. We're going to go sparkly. And all you need to do, this is the whole idea, is just we're just accenting things, making things look pretty, right? Because we like pretty things, right? And I'm just going to do some lines. Nothing crazy. Just some lines. I swear that I just used this one, so there has to be an end somewhere, but oh, there it is. So we're just going to add some things here. Now, Katsy, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name or if that's just a nickname, but I have a question for you. You said you've done your keyboard. How long did it last? Like, is it still on? Is this like a, lasts a few days thing? I'm just curious to see how long mine will last. And I want to, I swear, these did have ends on them somewhere. But this stuff is super thin, and oh, there's the end. This stuff is super thin, so it kind of is hard to find the ends of. And I'm just doing it a little bit off the edge because my ability to cut things seems to be lacking. But I'm just gonna just had the end here, folks. This is terrible. This stuff is so thin, like you can't even feel where the end is. So I'm gonna do like a few this way now, and I'll just trim these off as we go. And I'm gonna go like this. And so far, I'm really liking the colors of this guy that I've got, this little package that I got. And now I've got design on my book. Now, for the fun part, we're going to try to cut this. I need something here. What am I going to put there? Maybe I'll do a little, maybe, I have something somewhere, but I don't know where. I've got little punches maybe somewhere. Let's see what I got here. In my junk bin. Alright, well, I don't think the snowflake is going to work because I think it's too big, but we're going to try it anyways. And we're going to do, what have we got here? Let's do a thick gold snowflake. See if this will work. I gotta go. I'll watch the replay. Thanks. Hopefully we'll be able to, you'll be on next week. I'll be here next week, Barbara. I'm, the week after I won't be because the week after I'm away. But I will be here next week on the regularly scheduled programming. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to stamp out a piece of washi tape here. And let's see if this actually worked. Yes, it did. And we're going to stick that there. So now I got a snowflake there, and my washi tape is stuck inside my punch. That's another issue that we'll have to deal with later. I think we got it all. All right. So there we go. So I'm just going to quickly cut these off. And it lasts a long time. It's been years. Oh, that's interesting to know about the washi tape on the keyboard. We'll see how long it lasts. We'll see if it lasts for a week on mine. Because I'm curious. Because that's my username. My name is Kathy. Kathy, that's a good name. I go by Katherine, but when I was a little kid, I was called Kathy. And I just didn't like it for some reason. It wasn't, didn't feel like me. But it could also be because there was another Kathy at my school, and she wasn't very nice, and so I didn't really want to be associated with that. So I go by Katherine, and I think it's more my style. All right, so now I've got a design on my notebook. I think that turned out pretty good. I like that snowflake. I've got other stamps. I just don't know where they are because they're supposed to be in my junk bin with all my junk. So that's that. So now we've got 3 things done, and we're doing okay for time here. All right, that stuff is, this washi tape is really sticky. I bought some other stuff in the past and it was not so sticky, and so, all right, that's item number 2. Number 3, let's see what else we got on my list here. Keyboard spacebar done. Oh, all right, so I'm just gonna, this is my notes, which are very, very chicken scratchy because that's the way that I write. And so I saw this in I don't know, let's say Pinterest, probably where I saw it, but I wanted to try it because I thought it'd be cute, and just adding like little accents to your page. So now we're going to sort of change directions. I mean, ooh, spill everything all over the place. And we're going to do some reds. And so I don't scrapbook. Like I participate in scrapbook summits, but I don't actually scrapbook myself. And so I kind of, but people do lots of things with scrapbook and washi tape. And so just by adding like a little margin at the side here, I've added a little bit of pop to my page. And so I've got this one here, but I'm also going to, which color am I? I like these leaves. I'm gonna do these leaves. These are cute. So it looks like this. Maybe we can see that. Those are really cute. By Katherine when I was younger, and I was teenager, I was Kathy. Haha. Well, you know, whatever works for you. I just didn't like my name as a kid, I guess, and so I went to Katherine, and I think that works better for me. Oh, I like the way this looks. This is I think that turned out nice. So now I got like a highlight on my page here. Now this is the way that I'll write down from the top, but this is nice. I like this, and so that's nice. And so we're gonna do one more page in my book because this is going to be this week's sort of scribble page. Next week needs something else as well. Ooh, this one's got like a hummingbird, and this one's got leaves. So I want to see if you guys can see those. Maybe that's better view. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see this in a second. So I'm going to do hummingbirds flying on the side here. No, hummingbirds are going at the top because they are sideways. I don't want them flying sideways on my page. They kind of are like here. So I'm just going to give myself a margin at the top this time and snip that there, and I didn't do a good job cutting that, so we'll see if I can pull that off. Am I going to be able to cut this evenly? I'm thinking not. Oh well, whatever, that's good enough. And then I'm going to put these leaves down the side, but this time I'm going to go on this side with one. Hi Nancy, welcome, welcome. Glad you were able to join us. So we're just gonna squish this down here, and now I've got like a little bit of an accent on this page. So I like that. I really like this, the way that this red turned out with these red leaves and these red dots. And so that's going to be next week's notes. So perfect. So that's another thing that we can do. We can just add accents to our books. I might add some more things to it later, but that's good for no. Here, I just saw this color here. I got to put a little bit more. Just going to do like a little. Woo! I'm going to drop everything over, and this one here is going to go there. Okay, I got a page done. So that's another one done. So let's just accents to notebook done. And we did my keyboard. So the next one that we're going to do, and we've sort of done this one before. Oh, I know changing your name is hard. What is happening here? Sorry, folks. This is supposed to be on snooze. I don't know why people are calling me now. Nobody ever phones me. It must be spam. That was weird. So we've done this before, but we're going to do it again because of course, even though we've spent like the last 3 weeks making cards or 4 weeks making cards, and we've made cards like 6 times since I've started doing crafting Unscripted, I've run out of cards again. And so I need some more cards. And so I bought these packages like at the dollar store. And it's $2 at the Dollarama here in Canada. And this package that I'm just opening, I'll show you quickly, has like, ooh, that purple is nice. Green, blue, pink, and white. And so I'm just going to use the white paper because I kind of have lots of reds here, and I want to use those ones. And so we're just going to take my card. We're going to move my notebook out of the way. And I want to fold it with this nice side out. So Kathy, I went with Kathy growing up my whole life, and then I moved to Katherine as an adult, and I still have a lot of people that call me Kathy, and especially like family. So when I was a kid, and they just don't want to give up on the name, and that's fantastic. But I gave up on the name like 30 years ago, and I'm done with it. So, so I understand it's hard to change it, and people don't want to give it up. I like these flat leafy things. So this is going to be these leaves, and no, where's the pink ones that I had just a second ago? These ones. So I'm just going to do 2 sets of leaves on this card. And so with these washi tape cards, if I can find the end, you can just leave them plain. I'm going to try to put the flowers and the leaves in the right direction. You can just kind of leave them plain like this. Or you can add accents onto them. So like you can put in, remember those embellishments that we made a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I think it was now. And they, just like the sentiments from Canva that we had, you can just take those and put them on top. Or, we're going to do this in reverse here now. Or you can, no, it's not straight. Leave a space here in the middle like I'm going to do. And if you have decent penmanship, which I don't, you could write like happy birthday or thinking of you or whatever it is that you want to write in there. And so that is a card, just like that. So now this is nice and beautiful. We're just going to trim the edges because I'm not good at cutting things perfectly to size. So we're going to hopefully cut this to the right size here. And now I have another card available for me. Oh, except now it's stuck. Now it's gone down the pooper. All right, we're just going to leave that one there for now because it clearly doesn't want to cooperate. So yeah, so you can just put this, leave it, you can put a sentiment by hand, you can add a sentiment from Canva that we worked on the other week, or you can just leave it blank and then put a note inside the card. And this is going to drive me nuts now. It was just supposed to turn out so nicely. All right, so now I've got a card. Bam, a card. I'm going to leave it like this, and then I'll see what I do with that later. So that next thing is done. Now that we have a card, I've got the washi tape stuck to it. This washi tape is super sticky. Wow, I'm impressed. If you have a Dollarama near you, maybe you can pick this stuff up too. It's super, super sticky. I'm very impressed. I've had washi tape before from my famous Dollarama, and it does not always stick so nicely. Okay. So now that we've got, we have a card, we need a matching envelope, right? And so now I've made these envelopes. These are similar to the ones that I made a few weeks ago online, but I've of course run out, so I had to make more. And I'm just going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to do one envelope here. That line is not straight. Oh well. We're just going to own it, and we're going to do one more here like this. And now our axe, woo! Sorry, things are falling all over the place. Now we're going to have a envelope that matches our card. Now, for some people, like children, which my children always use my cards, they're not going to care if the envelope matches the cards, but adults will appreciate this. And so now I have a matching envelope to my card. I think that turned out nice. Washi tape is definitely my fast way to decorate anything. You know, I've got so much washi tape, and I don't ever know what to do with it. And so, but I like these like little, I like doing cards, and I always say I don't want to become like a card maker because I just like to do all sorts of crafts, but I'm always falling back to cards because there's so much, like, cards are so versatile. So we've got an envelope and a matching card, so that's good. So we got that. Let me just do what else I gotta do here on my to-do list, because draw, shapes, cuts, cards, we've got, okay. So we're gonna move on to something else I've done lots of, but we're gonna do some more because I always go through these, is we're gonna make a bookmark. And we're doing okay with time, so we can keep pushing it through. So I've got my bin of scrap because I don't have it organized, but I really do need to organize it. So maybe one day during crafting Unscripted, we're just gonna like go through my bin and organize things. But that might be a bit boring, but it does have to get done. So let's see, we're gonna try to do maybe some of these brownie beiges that I've got. So what kind of color should we have? I'm just gonna do like, I don't know. Oh, this wood piece here. All right, this isn't the right size for a bookmark. I guess I was researching it the other day. There's a standard bookmark size, but I don't know about that. So this is cute. So the one side is going to be, whoa, the one side is going to be like a wood design. And then the other side will be, what are we going to do here? Let's see what's going to work with this on the back side. Maybe we'll do these three. So they're standard bookmark sizes. I don't really care. I mean, this piece of paper will fit into a book. But I like them to be pretty. So we're going to do maybe these three colors here. Oh, we're going to do this one in the middle. All right, so we're going to do, I got an idea. All right, so we're going to do some lines here. We're going to go this way with some lines, and then we're going to do this guy right up the center. That's what we're going to do. Now, I've got, I don't want to say I've got like a addiction to bookmarks, but we read a lot of books at my house, and bookmarks disappear very quickly. Also, bookmarks get used a lot, like they just fall apart over time because, you know, life. They get put into one book and then they get squished and moved around and then to another book and all of that stuff. So bookmarks get used a lot. So we actually go through quite a lot, and I'm glad that I don't have to buy bookmarks at the like stores and book fairs, because then I don't have to worry about spending the money. Mind you, this is all my money for crafting, but you know, that's different. This is fun. That's just like money. What am I doing here? This is the next color I think I want. I'm going to these little X's here. So sure, let's do it. Now we're going to try to do another layer here. I'm not really good at keeping these organized. I saw online the other day when I was Googling washi tape, after I spent all my money buying this whole package of washi tape for $3. There was a like little washi tape dispensers, like, you know how you can buy like a roll of tape at the store and it comes on like a little dispenser with metal teeth, and then I thought that would be really cool, but I think I would need like 1,000 of those little roll dispenser things, and that might be a bit much for my blood, so I'm just going to suffer with my scissors. And now we're going to go like this across the middle. I think that's going to look good. And if not, that's okay. I've got more paper that I can use for making more bookmarks. So yeah, I think I like this. This is going to go right down the center here. All right. I know, it's just a piece of paper, but maybe we can find a hole puncher here in my supplies and make a hole and then put something into this to make this into like a fancy bookmark. Now, I could have gone all the way around the paper on both sides. Get down. I think I need new scissors. These ones are starting to fall apart. but these are my like everyday scissors that my kids are allowed to use, and I always forget where my good ones are so that nobody finds them, because I like to keep things, my good stuff gets put away safely so that the kids can't play with it, but then I forget where I put it, and then I can't use it either. So do you guys have different scissors? Like, how many pairs of scissors do you guys have? Now I'm stuck to the washi tape. This is not good, folks. Okay, this is just, sorry, I've got washi tape stuck to my fingers, like on my nails, and now I can't move it, so I'm good. All right, so we got a bookmark, and let's see, I don't have like a fancy hole punch. I just got like an old school, I'm gonna say old school. I got this big behemoth here, and I'm just gonna put my bookmark in the middle. And now I've got a hole for my bookmark, just a little bit off center, perfect, because that's what we like to do. And ribbon. Not gonna drop my glue gun. My box of ribbon over here. What color we got here? We're like my completely unorganized box of ribbon. I think we're gonna go yellow. We'll do this yellow. Sorry. I got lots of stuff. That's so much junk. Don't tell anyone though. Love washi tape, and this is a great idea for bookmarks. Hi Catherine, popping in from Illinois where it is way too hot. Oh, speaking of heat, we've been like going through a crazy heat wave, and I'm not American, so I can't do the easy conversion into Fahrenheit, but we have been sitting in the high 30s, low 40s, which is like maybe double that 30, so like in the hundreds around there, let's say, maybe. It's been so hot and so disgusting, and so we I think that looked nice on both sides. We actually had a break today, and it went down to like 18 degrees, and it was just like, my kids went outside to go to school today, and they were like, it's so cold, I gotta wear pants. I was like, it just feels cold. If this was like spring and we had actually real spring, it would have been like a nice warm day. So it's okay. So one side of the bookmark, other side of the bookmark. I think that turned out pretty good. So I like the white spacing, and if I was any better at like spacing things evenly and using scissors to cut things, this might have actually turned out beautiful. But I think that's pretty good. So we got bookmarks. That's the next thing on our list. All right, let me just check that one off. Bookmarks. Done. We did back of envelopes. Oh, all right, just 1 second here. Hold on 1 second. I have a thing. I'm still here. Okay, so somewhere I do have a mason jar, but I don't know where it is. But I use cups. So these cups were purchased for sublimation. And turns out before I bought them, but I only bought them for like $1.50 at the dollar store there. Turns out before I bought them, I didn't realize that you had to buy specific sublimation blanks because I wasn't that smart. Well, they might not be that smart anyways. So now I've got these cups, but they don't match anything, and they're too big for my drawers in my kitchen. So they kind of like stick around my crafting space, and they are pen holders. So like, you know, bam. Anyways. So we're going to put, so people use mason jars as well for this, like for pen holders or for like things, or even vases, however you would like to pronounce it. So we're just going to put some onto this cup. So I've got a fancy cup instead of a boring cup. Because I thought about putting like vinyl on it and like a design, but I've never been able to think of something. And since I have all this tape, I'm going to use some of this tape. But I really like these leaves. I'm going to use these stars and these leaves. Okay. Now let's see if we can make this work, because this cup is kind of tapered, so we'll see how we can make this work. See if we can make this work, folks. I don't think we're gonna, oh, it's not gonna work. Okay, we're gonna do it sideways. We're gonna go on an angle just to mess with the washi tape, because then it can't really go the wrong way. Yes, we're gonna make this work. Maybe we're not gonna make this. This isn't working. Okay, I'm just going to cut this here. This is not working. Well, this is good enough. All right. That looks good. We can make this work. So tapered edges, not my idea of a good time, but that's okay. We can make this work. We're going to do another one here. Oops. We're going to try to do it even so it kind of stays the same distance away from the other line. And this one's going to go a bit farther. I'm going to try to cut this straight. My cutting abilities are questionable at best. We're going to add a few more stripes onto this. Now, This is just like a pen, I'm going to say a pen jar. I'm just going to use this for my pens, right? This isn't like for drinking. I don't recommend drinking out of things that have glue on them, and washi tape will have glue on the underside. So I don't recommend like drinking out of this. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, if you like to live dangerously, that looks pretty good, I think. I'm going to do some more here. Yes, if you like to live dangerously and drink out of cups that have glue on them, all the power to you, but I'm not going to recommend that. So I recommend that you don't use this cup for drinking, but I use this cup for my pens, as I've been using it over here on my workstation where you can't really see it with all of my other junk. And so I'm really struggling here getting this line straight, so bear with me for a second as I mess everything up. That just folded over on itself. All right. This is not working. Let's try this again. We're going to do a little bit of a different angle there. All right, maybe. All right, we're getting somewhere. And I'm just going to do one more here on the side below. And this one's going to be a short one because it's kind of on this weird edge. So it should hopefully not mess up too bad. I'm just going to smooth some of these wrinkles out that have all of a sudden appeared. And that's pretty good, I think. That's another wrinkle that came out of nowhere. So now, we got to put some more here, folks. Sorry. I can't live with it like this. It's too plain over on this side. And now I know it doesn't look very professional, but I mean, come on, the crafters, everything has to look professional. Okay, that looks good. I like that. Now I've got a fancy cup. Or I can use it as a vase or whatever you'd like. But now I can put my pens into it. Now don't drink out of this. I'm going to put this over here away from my water, and I'm going to have my water over here. All right, what else do we got on my list? Okay, we did cards, we did mason jar, and we did keyboard spacing. Okay, so cute. I use cups and mason jars for pens, scissors, etc. in my craft room too. I've got some like plain jars over here. Let me see if I can. I'm going to change my view here, and like right there, you can kind of see right over there. I've got all these jars. They're like, I don't know what they are. They're little hanging cans or whatever. So maybe I'll put some washi tape on those guys later. Make them pop a little bit more because they're kind of plain white. I like it. I'm going to have to leave myself a note for that. Okay, so the one thing I have on my list, and I forgot to bring it from upstairs, is magnets. There's two things on my list, actually. Magnets and designs. And so we sort of did it a little bit, but you can do magnets. Like if you've got like little rectangular magnets, you can put this on them, the one side, to make it look less sad. And I have to do that because I got a lot of sad magnets on my fridge. And also what people do is like, we did this with the punch, but just like putting a few pieces of washi tape down on paper and then cutting it out into a shape and making it look like something like, I'll say rabbit or a flower or something like that. And so I don't have a flower design. I don't have anything ready here. So let's do a recap. I got this stuff. I got a whole bunch of it. And I like this stuff. It's really nice and sticky. So yes, I would buy this again. This is totally just me buying junk at the dollar store because, you know, I pretend that like the stuff at the dollar store is like a good deal, but I don't know if it really is sometimes. Sometimes I question that, but we don't really need to know the true answer to that, because if it's a crafting supply and you like it, doesn't really matter how much it costs. It just matters how much joy it brings you, right? That's what I'll tell my husband. Okay, so what did we do? We got this notebook done. I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm going to have to make some more of those so that no one gets jealous. We made a card with a matching envelope. Yes, those turned out really nicely. I like those. Bookmark for my latest book that I'm reading. So that will be good. We've got a nice keyboard. I really like this like pinkish leaf thing that I've got happening here. So I'm really happy with that. We have a gift box that we've wrapped. Someone is going to be angry when they have to open this, but that will not be my problem. And then we also did some pages in my notebook to like add some pop because they're kind of feeling boring. So that's the washi tape experience, I think. I think that's all we did. Let's say that's everything that we did. I can't remember. And then we also like punched out this little guy here, and we got some washi tape stuck in my punch, which I think we got out, but maybe not. Who knows? Anyways, So those are the things that we've done with the washi tape. There's a lot of other things that you can do. So if you're watching the replay, or if you're still watching this live right now, let me know what else you've done with washi tape that you like to do. Maybe I'll try those out just to have something to do with all this washi tape, so I've got an excuse to use it. And also housekeeping. In a few weeks, there will be a announcement for the July-August Card Maker Success Summit, and you can also use, I have a link to sign up for the waiting list so that you instantly get notified when the tickets are released for the Card Maker Success Summit. You can get VIP tickets, they'll be for purchase, or you can get free tickets for the event that happens. So right now there's a link actually in the description of this video if you want to grab onto that and sign up for the wait list, or you can just stay on my email list and I'll be emailing about that in a few weeks as well. But the wait list is always nice because then you're kind of like first to know, because my emails don't always come out right away. And then Vanessa, I use washi tape on Christmas cards and envelopes. Great idea to use it on notebook pages. Thank you. Yeah, I was saying, like, I just do lots of cards, and so I'll probably be putting a bunch of cards together again because I ran out and I've just constantly need more cards. But I like the card and the matching envelope thing. It's kind of like a nice little touch. Great ideas. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Kathy. So that's about it for today. And then if you've got any if you are watching the replay, let me know what else you want me to try with this stuff. And then we forgot to show the cup. We just did the cup. That was also what we did. I like this cup. I really like these colors. That's why I bought them. I'm glad I got to use them in so many places. And so that's it for today. Last thing, I was just doing some research on the intraweb there about YouTube stuff. So if you are part of my subscriber list, just make sure you hit the bell button so that you get notified about videos that are coming up, and it also lets you know about the lives that I'm doing. Because if you don't actually hit the little bell thing, it won't show you my new videos when they come up. Like, it might eventually show up in your feed, but that way you can see them all. And tomorrow's video is another sewing craft, because I'm trying to get through those all, and it is a tissue paper holder, like little mini travel tissue paper things. So that comes up live tomorrow morning. I think it comes on on my website at 9:15, and I think I've changed the time on YouTube to be 12:15, just because supposedly that's a better time to release videos. So who knows? We'll see if that actually works. I added washi tape to plain cardstocks, and it's all covered with different washi tapes. And then I use Kinder cut it out. Huh. Very nice. That's a good idea, using the die cut to cut it out. And I'll have to try that too with the cardstock. So that's it for now. So watch my videos. Check me out for tomorrow for my sewing project. And so hit the subscribe and the like button and give me a thumbs up. That helps my videos as well. And and last thing, sorry, I'm gonna keep babbling. Next week we're on schedule for same time, same place. So 12:15 Eastern time next Thursday. The following week I will not be here at all. You'll have to craft by yourself, maybe, or and I'm not sure. I might be here the weekend after, because I'm kind of on summer vacation with the kids as of tomorrow. So I'll be a little bit on and off, but I will be sending out my reminder emails before it happens so that you can have an idea of when it's happening. And if I know a day in advance that I'm going live, then I will for sure send an email beforehand so that you guys all know. So thanks everyone for coming, and I will see you guys next week. Happy crafting, everyone. Thanks for joining me.